Hi, my name is Alexa Hernandez, and this is for my informative speech. Here are my 3 note cards, and this is my audience. Okay. So, can you imagine a world where life between the sky and the sea merge, and birds can fly underwater and communicate on land? Well, that would almost be the case if penguins could fly, but they can't, which is weird considering they are birds. So today I'm going to inform everyone about the unique lives of penguins and how fearless of a bird they are despite their small size in a very large ecosystem. So, despite being categorized as a bird, they do not have wings, they have flappers. And if you look at their bodies, they are tapered on both ends, which allows them to be excellent swimmers. Since their feet are so lowly placed on their body, they are able to stand upright on land. That being said, they do not hunt on land. They hunt in the ocean where they catch their prey with their beaks. They do rely heavily on their vision, and they are very fast swimmers. That way they're able to quickly gather their things and go. For as long as I can remember, I have been very obsessed with penguins. I have familiarized myself with them due to a bunch of research based on pure curiosity. So today you are going to understand more information about the different types of penguins, how their bodies help them adapt in their ecosystems, and how they survive against larger animals in their environments. So, all that being said, let's dive into it. Penguins are typically found in Antarctica when you think about them, right? Well, that is true, but they also live in sub-Antarctic islands, Galapagos Islands, and in South America and Africa. As I stated previously, there are 17 different types of penguins, and it may seem confusing to differentiate them, but they are very different if you look closely at them. As you can see here, they do all follow the black and white scheme, but they do have certain characteristics that are different, which is able to identify each of their species. A common misconception of penguins is that they can fly since they are considered birds. But considering the penguins' ancestors from over 60 million years ago, they come from birds that have never been able to fly. According to Scientific American Newsletter, the first fossil comes from New Zealand limestone, and it was identified to be larger than today's biggest penguin, the emperor penguin. That's pretty crazy. But speaking of the size of penguins, have you seen the head of a penguin? These birds have very large heads, tiny necks, and a really long body, which helps them maneuver throughout the water very swiftly. They are able to walk on land as well, which helps their survival chances in their ecosystem. For example, if they were being chased in the water, they can flee to land and vice versa. When looking at penguins, it may seem impossible to tell which is a male and which is a female, and that's okay. Experts have the same problem. According to SeaWorld, they are not sexually dimorphic, meaning that all of them look alike. Now, there are 2 exceptions to this rule. The crest penguin has different male and female attributes, and during mating season, the royal penguins do tend to differentiate just a little bit. But speaking about more mouths to feed, you might be curious as to how penguins eat considering they do not have any teeth. So, penguins are ocean-based hunters, as we've established, so they have a variety of food to pick from. And since they don't have teeth, they typically go for smaller fish like krill or squid. Now, that does not mean that they do not eat a lot. According to a website, Quick Animals, penguins eat 2 to 3 kilograms of fish a day, which is equivalent to 4 to 6 pounds of fish per day. Now, they use their beaks, and as you can see here, They have very spiny tongues, which allows them to capture any feisty predators before they swallow them whole. Since they hunt in the ocean, they rely very heavily on their vision, and they do have quick enough reflexes which allow them to either catch their prey or stop from becoming someone else's prey. So for a bird that can fly, I mean, birds are pretty sneaky and intelligent. Today we learned about the history of penguins' evolution and how they thrive and survive in their ecosystems, their unique methods of hunting and gathering. And I hope you understand that this is a very overlooked species. They do not have as much credit for what they're worth. But after this speech, I hope this gives you more insight on how these unique and fascinating creatures live their lives.